Georgy Zhukov. Georgy Zhukov was a marshal of the Soviet Union. He also served as Chief of the General Staff, Minister of Defense. He was a member of the Presidium of the Communist Party during World War II. Zhukov oversaw some of the Red Army's most decisive victories. He was born in 1896 in Western Russia into a poor peasant family, having been conscripted into the Imperial Russian Army during World War I. Zhukov joined the Red Army in 1918, served as a cavalry commander during the Russian Civil War. Afterward, he studied military science at the military academy. He directed a successful counteroffensive against Japanese forces in 1939. During the Winter War, which the Soviet Union fought against Finland, Zhukov served as Chief of Staff of the Soviet Army. He was then transferred to command the Kiev military district. In 1941, he was appointed Chief of Staff of the Red Army. After the Germans invaded the Soviet Union in 1941, he organized the defense of Leningrad and was appointed Commander-in-Chief of the Western Front. He directed the defense of Moscow in 1941, as well as the massive counteroffensive that drove the German army group center back from central Russia. In 1942, Zhukov was named Deputy Commissar of Defense and first Deputy Commander-in-Chief of Soviet Armed Forces. He became the chief member of Stalin's personal Supreme Headquarters and figured in the planning or execution of almost every major engagement in the war. He oversaw the defense of Stalingrad. He planned and directed the counteroffensive that encircled the German Sixth Army in the city. He was named a Marshal of the Soviet Union soon afterward. Zhukov was involved in the Battle of Kursk and directed the Soviet sweep across Ukraine in the winter and spring of 1944. He commanded the Soviet offensive through Belarus, which resulted in the collapse of the German army group center and of German occupation of Poland and Czechoslovakia. In 1945, he commanded the final Battle of Berlin and then remained in Germany as commander of the Soviet occupation force. He represented the Soviet Union at Germany's formal surrender. He served as a Soviet representative on the Allied Control Commission for Germany. After the war, Zhukov's success and popularity caused Stalin to see him as a threat. Stalin stripped him of his positions and relegated him to military commands of little strategic significance. In 1955, he was appointed as defense minister. In 1957, he lost favor again and was forced to retire. He never returned to a position of influence. He died in 1974. Zhukov is remembered as one of the greatest Russian and Soviet military leaders of all time. The first monument to Zhukov was erected in Mongolia. There is a statue of Zhukov on horseback, as he appeared at the 1945 Victory Parade at the entrance of the Kremlin in Moscow. Other statues of Zhukov are found in the other cities of the Soviet Union. Zhukov also received many positive comments, mostly from his army companions, from the modern Russian army, and from his Allied contemporaries. General Eisenhower stated that, because of Zhukov's achievements fighting the Nazis, the United Nations owed him much more than any other military leaders in the world. Field Marshal Montgomery described Zhukov as a friendly person. Many thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel and like and share this video.